Okay, so first things first. Photobash is this technique that's been around for, like, forever. Way before AI became trendy. It's basically when you take gesturing with hands, different photos, different textures, different objects, and you just mash them together in Photoshop. Brick from here, window from there, roof from there. And boom, you've got something completely new. Here's how it works. You grab your reference images, photos, textures, pieces of objects, and you morph them, transform them, completely remake them. And when you do that, you lose some of the original information. Like, this brick was red, now it's purple. This window was 2's 2, now it's 4's 4. This wall was straight, now it's curved. You're warping, you're transforming, and the result? A completely brand new object. And honestly, that's pretty cool because you're creating something new. You're making art. But here's where it sucked. You had to find the right reference. You'd sit there Googling, hunting for a photo that matches your style. A photo with the right camera angle. A photo with the right lighting. And if the perfect photo didn't exist, well, you'd have to make do with the closest thing and do some serious Photoshop gymnastics to get what you actually wanted. That took hours, sometimes days. And so, like 2 or 3 years ago, AI showed up. And everyone was like, oh my God, this is the end of art. This is the end of design. Artists are done for. But then something really interesting happened. Artists didn't disappear. Instead, they started using it. Not because they weren't real artists, but because they figured out something super important. So generative AI is basically a really, really smart database. You give it a prompt. You're like, I need a brick Victorian house, sunset lighting, camera angle from the left, moody atmosphere. And it generates exactly that in seconds. You get a reference that matches your vision perfectly because you literally just told it exactly what you need. And that, showing surprise, that completely changes the game for Photobash artists. Think about it. Before, you'd search for a reference, hours. Now you write a prompt, 30 seconds of generation. Before, you'd find something kind of close. Now you get everything you need in one place. Before, you'd have to warp the reference so much that you'd lose tons of information. Now the reference already fits, so you need way less warping, which means your final art has more information, more detail, more quality. Okay, let me show you exactly how this works. I was making this steampunk building concept recently. Here's my rough sketch. I know what I want: metal tower, industrial pipes, lots of detail, steampunk aesthetic, warm lighting, evening time. Before, I would have Googled, searched for industrial buildings, towers, pipes, combined different photos, warped them beyond recognition. Result? After an hour of work, a pretty rough result, lots of detail loss, some weird parts. Now, I write a prompt in Midjourney, steampunk metal tower, industrial pipes, warm sunset lighting, detailed cinematic steampunk aesthetic. Showing the generation, and like, in 30 seconds I get this, perfect. Like, perfectly matches what I was imagining. Now I export it, throw it into Photoshop, and what do? I take this reference, it's already good, already detailed, and I just tweak it a bit. Maybe change the color of some elements. Maybe add some details that weren't there, maybe warp it slightly to the angle I want. But information loss, minimal, because the reference was already perfect. And here's the thing, when you warp something that's already good, you lose way less information. Your final art looks better, because it's based on the perfect reference instead of the closest thing I could find. It's not magic, it's just a smarter process. It's like cooking. If you have fresh ingredients that perfectly match your recipe, the dish turns out way better than if you're trying to substitute things. AI is your fresh ingredient. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the theory here, because this is important. When you're doing Photobash, you're distorting the image, transforming it. And every single distortion, that's information loss. It's a fact. You can't distort without losing something. There was massive loss because the reference was only kinda close, not perfect, which meant I had to warp it even more, lose even more information. Result? Final art looks weird. Something's just off. But now, when you use AI for your references, the reference is already perfect. You need way less distortion. You lose way less information. Result? But, okay, I gotta say something important, because I see people in comments saying, oh, AI is cheating. If I use AI, I'm not a real artist. That's not true, and let me explain why. AI is a tool, like a brush, like a drawing tablet, like Photoshop. When Photoshop came out, people were like, oh no, now all artists will disappear because Photoshop does everything for them, right? But what actually happened? Photoshop became the standard for artists. The exact same thing is happening with AI. But here's the thing, and this is important. AI won't make you an artist. It's not cheating. You think you generate an image in Midjourney, it looks beautiful, and you're done? No. You have to put it into Photobash. You need to know Photoshop. You need to understand color theory, composition, light, and shadow. You need visual literacy. You need experience. Someone who's never drawn, never studied art, they open Midjourney, write a prompt, and get a pretty picture. But that's not real art. That's just a pretty picture. Real art is when you understand what you're generating, when you know how to improve it, when you understand how to integrate it into your workflow. That takes knowledge. That takes skill. That takes experience. AI isn't replacing artists. AI is helping artists. And if you're already an artist with experience and a trained eye, AI will speed up your process by 5-10 times. But if you're a beginner hoping AI will make you a master, it won't. You still need to learn. You still need to practice. You still need to grow as an artist. AI just accelerates that process. When does AI really help? When you need concepts and references fast. When you're looking for inspiration and direction. When you know what you want but need different variations. Like, say I'm designing 3 different house types for a project. Before, that's 3 days of searching. Now, 5 minutes of generating. Or when I know exactly how the lighting should look, but I want to see different options. I generate them, pick the best, and work from there. When does AI not help? When you don't know what you want. When you're generating just hoping something cool happens. In that case, you'll waste more time generating than if you just sat down and drew something or used photos. Also, AI can hurt you if you rely on it completely and stop developing as an artist. AI is a tool. It's not a replacement. So, to wrap up, AI helps speed up your Photobash workflow because it gives you perfect references. Perfect references mean less distortion, less information loss, better final art. But AI isn't cheating. You still need visual literacy, skill, and artistic understanding. If you're willing to put in the work, AI can help you so much. But if you think AI is a magic wand, you're going to be disappointed. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want more AI and art content. See you next time.